The moon isn't given a whole lot of thought nowadays, probably because it doesn't really do that much. Its primary functions are to control the tides, shield Earth from asteroids and space debris, and most importantly, it looks kinda cool. But what if the moon were to suddenly become twice as large? What would happen? Well, to say the least, there would definitely be some problems. As you probably already know, the moon is a sphere, so doubling its radius would increase its volume by 8, and mass is proportional to volume, so this would make the moon much heavier. As a result, the moon would have about 8 times stronger gravitational pull, which is enough to cause the Earth to enter a small orbit with the moon. The problem with this is that some kinds of satellites will have much more interference from the moon's gravitational pull, and will need to use more fuel in order to stabilize their orbits. This means those types of satellites will have a shorter lifespan, which increases costs of their services. However, this wouldn't have that big of an impact on daily life. The real problem is that the stronger gravitational pull would increase tidal forces, which increases tidal levels. This would cause mass flooding of coastal cities, and civilization would have to move inland in order to survive. On the bright side, humanity would still be able to survive by living outside of these flood zones, and civilization would likely continue to exist and thrive. Those not worrying about the floods would see the moon look twice as large in the sky. Also, the moon would cast a larger shadow over Earth, making solar eclipses last longer. Additionally, the moon would still be able to fit in Earth's shadow, so lunar eclipses would still happen, and they would look like a giant blood moon. Now, obviously, a larger moon would be better at shielding Earth from asteroids, but this wouldn't make much of a difference since last I checked, asteroids weren't much of a problem. So, to summarize, the main problem with the moon being twice as large is that its stronger gravitational pull would cause tides to increase proportionally, which renders most coastal cities uninhabitable due to the mass flooding. Also, solar and lunar eclipses would be larger, with solar eclipses lasting longer, which would be pretty cool.